Wake up, Mama. Maybe that human will help you, said the little dragon girl. Pointing at the veteran, the storm had not been kind to the valley. Black winds cut across the cliffs like blades, tossing broken branches and shredded leaves across the earth. Thunder snarled across the sky as if a giant beast were waking from its sleep. And in the middle of that storm-scarred valley, little dragon girl, no taller than a human child, stood, trembling beside the massive, unmoving body of her mother. Her tiny wings shook. Her glowing turquoise eyes were swollen from crying. She nudged her mother's snout gently, voice cracking. Mama, please, wake up. But the Dragon Matriarch did not move. Her breathing was shallow, uneven, strained. A deep wound cut across her left side, glowing faintly with a sickly purple corruption poison from a storm beast that had attacked them earlier. A poison known among dragons to kill full-grown adults within hours, and she had already been unconscious for 3. The little dragon? Gurler looked around desperately. The storm was fading now, leaving only silence. No dragons came. No warriors. No healers. Only a distant human campfire glowing far beyond the rocks. Lyria sniffed, wiping her face with the back of her claw. Wake up, Mama. Maybe. Maybe that human will help you. She pointed toward the dim orange flame in the distance. It was their last hope. The human veteran, his name was Terran Vance. A once feared military veteran who had retired to these quiet woods after the last interspecies war. His left arm was a prosthetic, scarred, and metallic. His right eye carried a faint burn mark from plasma shrapnel. But his mind, the careful, patient mind of a problem solver, remained sharp. He lived alone, fixing machinery, tending his small cabin, avoiding unnecessary contact with dragons. There was peace now, but memories of battle did not leave easily. On this quiet evening, he sat by his fire, sharpening a tool, when he heard the small voice, soft, trembling. Not human, please. Help. Terran froze. His muscles tightened out of instinct. He stood, slowly, reaching for a plasma lamp knot, a weapon, and turned toward the sound. There, half hidden among the rocks, stood a dragon child barely 4 feet tall, soaked from the storm. Shaking uncontrollably, her voice cracked again. Please. My mama is dying. I can't carry her. I can't fix her. I don't know what to do. Terran swallowed. Hard. A dragon child. Alone. Begging him. His instincts wanted him to step back, hold instincts from war. From fear, but his humanity shoved him forward. Where is she? He asked softly. Lyria's eyes widened with hope. She grabbed his hand with her tiny claws. Careful. Genelon pulled him toward the valley. The Dragon Matriarch, when they reached the clearing. Terran stopped cold. The fallen creature was enormous. A matriarchless dragon, her scales deep crimson. Wings folded like broken sails against her body, even unconscious. Her size dwarfed his entire cabin. The wound along her side glowed, with unnatural purple veins that pulsed like something alive. Storm beast. Venom.lethal. Old memories whispered in his mind. Human weapons can't treat it. Dragon healers use magic. If the corruption reaches the heart, she dies instantly. Taran approached slowly. Human. Lyria whispered, voice trembling with fear and hope. Can you fix her? Terran placed a hand on the dragon's warm scales. She was burning up. Fever. Shock. Dying maybe, he said honestly. But I need to see what the poison is doing. He crouched. Opening the emergency med pack he always carried, Lyria watched with wide eyes. Clinging to her mother's claw, Terran scanned the wound with a small multi-light device. His jaw clenched. The venom had created pockets of crystallized toxin under the skin-hard nodules that pushed deeper with every breath. Her body was trying to reject them, but they were burrowing in. She had maybe an hour, maybe less, and no healer was coming. Terran forced himself to breathe steadily. I'm going to help her, he murmured. Lyria's tiny voice quivered. Really? Yes. A dangerous procedure. Terran didn't have dragon magic. He didn't have healing crystals. He had skill, precision, and the calm nerve of a veteran who'd saved lives in worse conditions. "Lyria," he said, "I need you to talk to your mother. Even if she can't hear you, it might help her stay anchored." Lyria nodded, touching her mother's snout. Terran sterilized his tools. He lit portable heat lamps to keep the dragon warm. He checked the strongest coagulant he had, risky, but necessary. Then he took a breath. "All right, here we go." He made a careful incision along the purple lines. The dragon's huge body flinched, but remained unconscious. Inside, he saw the first toxic crystal. Pulsing like a tiny heart, he extracted it quickly. The corruption around the wound shrank slightly, but there were more. 5, 6, 10. Each time he pulled one out, the dragon's breathing eased a little, but her pulse grew weaker. He was running against time. Lyria whispered desperately, "Mama, don't leave me. Please, please stay." Terran's hands moved faster. Sweat dripped down his forehead. His prosthetic arm served as a stabilizer, holding tools perfectly steady, even when his real hand trembled. Another crystal. Another. The purple veins began fading. But the final cluster was dangerously near her heart. One wrong move could stop it completely. Terran steadied himself. He had removed shrapnel from dying soldiers before, but never from a legendary dragon. His heart alone was bigger than his torso. He slipped the tool and the dragon suddenly twitched. The tool slipped. "Layer," gasped. Terra froze. "Easy, easy," he whispered. He repositioned the device, closed his real eye to focus, listened to the faint echo of the beating heart. Then he pulled. A cluster of 7 crystals came out at once. The corruption collapsed instantly. Draining into nothing, Terra exhaled sharply. "It's done." It's the awakening for several long seconds. The valley was silent, except for the wind brushing through broken leaves. Then, the Dragon Matriarch's breathing steadied. Her fever cooled. The purple glow was gone. She blinked once, slowly opening her massive golden eyes. Her gaze shifted to her daughter first, then to the human kneeling beside her. Lyria burst into tears. "Mama, you're awake." The huge dragon exhaled weakly, lowering her head to nuzzle her child. Then she turned her gaze toward Terran, a veteran, a human, a former enemy, and the one who saved her life. Terran lowered his head respectfully. "You were poisoned. Your daughter brought me to you. She's very brave." The dragon's voice was soft, deep, resonant, still recovering. "You saved me," she rumbled. "A human saved a Dragon Matriarch." Lyria hugged Terran's arm tightly, her wings fluttering. "I told you, Mama. I told you the human would help." The dragon lowered her massive head until her golden eye was level with Terran's. "You carry scars of war," she murmured. "Yet your hands healed instead of harming." Terran shrugged lightly. Kid needed her mother. That was enough reason. A hum of emotion vibrated through the dragon's chest. "No. Human has shown such courage. Since the peace treaty, you have my gratitude." "And my oath," Terran blinked. "Oath." "The matriarch bowed dragons, never bowed to humans. You will always have protection in our lands," she declared. "And should you ever call, the Dragon Court will answer." Lyria beamed and hugged Terran again. "Thank you. Thank you. Thank you." Terran smiled for the first time in months. "I'm just glad you're both safe." A new bondage. The storm fully cleared and moonlight spilled across the valley. The Dragon Matriarch slowly stood, towering but steady. Lyria climbed onto her back, turning to wave at Terran with both tiny claws. "Will you visit us, human?" she asked eagerly. Terra nodded. "Yeah, I think I will." The matriarch spread her wings, casting a massive shadow over him. "Farewell, human veteran," she said. "Our paths will cross again." Then she took flight, powerful, graceful, alive, rising into the night sky with her daughter laughing joyfully atop her back. Terran stood alone in the clearing, watching them disappear among the stars. For the first time in years, Something warm flickered in his chest. For the first time in years, he didn't feel alone.